Hi everyone. Regret is the heavy feeling of what could have been, the chances we didn't take, the dreams we let slip away, the moments we can't get back. It follows us like a shadow, reminding us not of what we failed at, but of what we never even tried. If you're feeling regret in your life, we all have dreams. We all have something in life that we truly want. Whether it's a career goal, a passion, a change we wish to see in ourselves. But how many times have you stopped yourself from trying because of fear? How many times have you let the thought of failure hold you back? Most people don't fail because they are not capable. They fail because they never try. They fail in their minds before they even begin. They let the fear of what could go wrong stop them from ever finding out what could go right. And that is how regret begins. Think about this. What is worse, trying and failing, or never trying and spending the rest of your life wondering what if? The truth is, failure is not the enemy. It is part of the journey. Every person who has ever achieved something great has failed at some point. The difference is they didn't let failure define them. They used it to learn, to grow, to improve. Look at any successful person in history and you will see that their path was never easy. They were rejected, they made mistakes, they struggled, but they didn't let fear make their decisions for them because they knew something most people don't. Failure is just a stepping stone, but regret is a dead end. We have been conditioned to fear failure as if it means we are not good enough. But think about it. When a child is learning to walk, do they fall? Of course. But do they stop trying? No. They keep going, falling again and again until one day they stand on their own. That is how success works. Every time you fall, you learn. Every time you fail, you grow. But if you never take that step, you never get anywhere. Fear is powerful, but it only has as much power as you give it. It is a voice in your head that tells you, what if you fail? What if people laugh at you? What if you're not good enough? But let me ask you, what if you succeed? What if this risk leads to something greater? What if this failure teaches you exactly what you need to win? The only way to know is to try. Some people wait for the perfect time, the perfect situation, the perfect opportunity. But there is no perfect time. There is only now. And every day you wait, every day you let fear stop you is another day you will never get back. The truth is, failure is temporary, but regret is permanent. Failure might hurt for a moment, but regret stays with you for a lifetime. And when you look back one day, you won't remember the things that scared you. You will remember the things you were brave enough to do. So don't let fear make your choices for you. Don't let doubt stop you from becoming the person you are meant to be. Take the risk, take the chance. Fail if you must, but never stop moving forward, because failure is just a lesson. But regret is a life wasted, and you deserve better than that. When people think about failure, they imagine pain, disappointment, and struggle. They fear the embarrassment of making mistakes. They worry about what others will say. And because of this fear, they stop themselves from trying. But what most people don't realize is that failure is not the real enemy. Regret is. Failure lasts for a moment. Regret lasts a lifetime. Failure might hurt temporarily, but regret stays with you, eating away at your mind, making you wonder, what if I had tried? What if I had been a little braver? What if that one chance could have changed everything? And the worst part, you will never know the answer, because once a moment is gone, it never comes back. Think about it. When you fail, at least you learn something. You understand what went wrong. You find new ways to do things. You gain experience, resilience, and wisdom. But when you never even try, you gain nothing. You remain stuck in the same place, held back by your own doubts. And one day, you look back and realize that fear did not protect you. It robbed you. It stole your dreams, your potential, and your happiness. Imagine two people standing in front of an opportunity. One of them takes a risk, fails and learns. The other one hesitates, overthinks, and does nothing. 10 years later, who do you think is in a better position? The one who failed and kept trying, or the one who never even started? The answer is clear. Success is built on lessons learned from failure, but regret builds nothing. It only fills a person with sadness over what could have been. Life does not wait. Opportunities come and go, and once they are gone, they don't always come back. That is why the most successful people in the world are not the ones who never fail. They are the ones who refused to let regret define their lives. They understood that even if they fail today, they could try again tomorrow. But if they never tried at all, they would have to live with that choice forever. Think about the things you regret in life. Are they the mistakes you made? Or are they the chances you didn't take? Most people don't regret their failures. They regret the moments when they let fear win. They regret not telling someone how they felt. They regret not chasing their dreams. They regret all the times they let self-doubt stop them. And by the time they realize it, it's too late. So ask yourself, are you living in a way that you will be proud of later? Are you taking the chances that matter? Or are you holding yourself back, convincing yourself that someday you will be ready? Because someday is not guaranteed. The only moment you truly have is now. You cannot change the past, but you can control the choices you make today. You can choose to take action, to step out of your comfort zone, to accept that failure is part of the journey. Or you can choose to do nothing and let regret become a part of your life. But remember this, regret is far heavier than failure. Failure will push you forward. Regret will hold you back forever. The choice is yours. Every day, life gives us two choices: to stay where we are or to move forward, to give in to fear or to fight for our dreams, to let obstacles defeat us or to rise above them. The difference between success and regret is not luck. It is not about having all the resources or opportunities handed to you. It is about the choices you make every single day. Success is not something that happens overnight. It is not something that is gifted to a few lucky people. It is built piece by piece through decisions. The decision to keep going when everything seems to be falling apart. The decision to trust yourself when no one else does. The decision to take risks, to face failure, to stand back up no matter how many times life knocks you down. Look at any successful person and you will see that they had a choice. They had a moment when they could have given up, when they could have walked away, when they could have chosen the easy path. But they didn't. They chose to fight. They chose to believe in themselves. They chose to see failure as a lesson instead of a defeat. Most people look at success and only see the result. They see the achievements, the recognition, the rewards. But what they don't see is the struggle behind it, the late nights, the sacrifices, the failures, the heartbreaks. They don't see the moments of self-doubt, the times when everything felt impossible. And because they don't see the struggle, they assume that success must be easy for others, but difficult for them. They convince themselves that maybe they are just not meant for success. But the truth is, success is not about talent. It is not about where you come from or what you have. It is about what you choose to do with what you have. Some of the most successful people in the world started with nothing. They had no support, no guidance, no resources, but they had a decision to make. Either accept their circumstances or change them. And because they chose to fight for their dreams, their lives changed. Your choices shape your future. Every small decision you make today is building the life you will have tomorrow. The choice to work hard instead of giving up. The choice to take risks instead of staying comfortable. The choice to keep going even when no one believes in you. These are the choices that separate those who succeed from those who regret not trying. Some people spend their entire lives waiting for things to change. They wait for the right opportunity, the right moment, the right conditions. But the truth is, there is no perfect time. There is no moment when everything will magically fall into place. Success does not come to those who wait. It comes to those who take action. The only way to change your life is to change your choices. If you keep choosing fear, doubt, and hesitation, you will stay in the same place. But if you choose courage, hard work, and perseverance, you will move forward. So ask yourself, what choices are you making today? Are they bringing you closer to success or leading you toward regret? Because at the end of the day, it is not circumstances that define you. It is not luck that shapes your future. It is the choices you make. And every choice you make is either a step toward the life you want or a step away from it. The power is in your hands. No journey is ever smooth. No dream comes without challenges. No success story is written without struggle. This is the reality of life. Anything worth having will test you before it rewards you. And the sooner you accept this, the stronger you become. Many people start with big dreams, full of excitement and energy. But the moment they face an obstacle, they start doubting themselves. The moment someone questions their ability, they start believing they are not good enough. The moment they fail, they start thinking maybe this path was never meant for them. This is where most dreams die, not because people are not capable, but because they let their doubts and fears take control. There will always be challenges. There will always be people who tell you that you are not good enough, that you don't have what it takes. But the question is, will you let them decide your future? Or will you stand tall and prove to yourself that you are stronger than your struggles? Success is not about avoiding challenges. It is about facing them head on. Every setback you face is an opportunity to grow. Every failure is a lesson. Every time someone doubts you, it is a chance to prove them wrong, not with words, but with actions. Because the most powerful response to doubt is success itself. Think about it. How many times have you wanted to give up just because things got difficult? How many times have you looked at someone successful and thought, they must have had it easy? But what you don't see is the struggle behind their success. What you don't see is the pain they endured, the moments they almost quit, the nights they cried themselves to sleep, wondering if they were wasting their time. But they didn't quit. They pushed through. They kept moving forward even when everything seemed to be against them, and that is why they succeeded. The truth is, challenges are a part of every journey. They are not there to stop you. They are there to shape you. They are there to make you stronger, wiser, and more prepared for the success that is waiting for you. If everything were easy, everyone would be successful. But success is reserved for those who are willing to fight for it, for those who refuse to back down when things get tough. Most people give up not because they are not capable, but because they expect success to be easy. They believe that if they are meant to achieve something, the road will be smooth. But the road to success is never smooth. It is full of bumps, detours, and obstacles. And the only way to reach the destination is to keep going, no matter how difficult the journey becomes. So when you face challenges, don't see them as signs to quit. See them as tests of your determination. See them as proof that you are on the right path. The more difficult the journey, the greater the reward. People will doubt you. Some will try to bring you down. You will face failures that make you question everything. But remember this. Every successful person once stood exactly where you are now. The only difference is they didn't let the obstacles define them. They chose to rise. They chose to keep going. They chose success over regret. And so can you. The choice is always yours. Most people spend their lives waiting for the right time, the perfect opportunity, the best conditions. They tell themselves, I will start when I feel ready. But the truth is, there is no perfect time. There is no magical moment when everything will align in your favor. The only way to move forward is to take action, even when you feel unprepared, even when you are uncertain. Because if you keep waiting, you will end up waiting forever. Success belongs to those who take the first step, not to those who keep thinking about it. Every great achievement in this world started with a decision. One person deciding to take action instead of making excuses. One person deciding that today, not tomorrow, is the right time to begin. The biggest mistake people make is believing that action should come after confidence. They think, I will start when I feel strong enough, when I know enough, when I have everything figured out. But confidence does not come first. Action does. The more you act, the more confident you become. The more you step outside your comfort zone, the more you grow. If you wait for confidence before taking action, you will never start. Think about it. How many times have you told yourself, I will do it later? And how many times did later turn into never? How many dreams have been lost because people kept postponing them? How many people reached the end of their lives filled with regret, not because they tried and failed, but because they never tried at all? Action is the only way to break this cycle. Even the smallest step forward is better than standing still. Even if you make mistakes, even if you fail, at least you are moving. And every time you take action, you are learning, improving, and getting closer to success. Waiting is easy. It feels safe. It allows you to avoid failure, avoid judgment, avoid discomfort. But what you don't realize is that by waiting, you are also avoiding success. You are avoiding growth. You are avoiding the life you truly want. Think about the most successful people in the world. They were not born ready. They didn't have all the answers when they started. They were just like you, unsure, afraid, uncertain. But they took action anyway. They started before they felt ready. They failed, they struggled, but they kept going. And because of that, they succeeded. The difference between success and regret is simple: action. One person takes the step even when it feels difficult. Another person hesitates, doubts, and waits until it's too late. Which one will you be? You don't need to have it all figured out. You don't need to know every step of the journey. You just need to start. Because every big success begins with one small step. And once you take that step, momentum will carry you forward. The more you do, the more you learn. The more you learn, the more confident you become. And one day you will look back and realize that the only thing standing between you and success was the decision to take action. So stop waiting. Stop doubting. Stop looking for excuses. The perfect moment will never come, but this moment is yours. If you don't take action now, when will you? Because the longer you wait, the harder it becomes. But the sooner you start, the closer you get to the life you truly deserve. The choice is yours. At the end of the day, your life is the result of your choices. Every decision you make, every step you take, every risk you avoid or embrace, it all adds up to shape your future. And when you look back years from now, what will you see? A life filled with purpose, growth, and achievement? Or a life filled with regrets, missed chances, and dreams that were never pursued? That answer is in your hands. Too many people live their lives wondering what could have been. They let fear hold them back. They let the opinions of others stop them. They waste their time waiting for the right moment, only to realize too late that the right moment never comes. It is created. They look back and see all the times they could have taken a chance, all the moments they could have been braver, all the dreams they could have chased, and the weight of regret is heavier than any failure could ever be. If you do not take control of your choices, someone else will. If you do not decide what you want in life, the world will decide for you. And the world does not care about your dreams. It does not care about your happiness. It will push you in directions you never wanted to go. And before you know it, you will be living a life that does not feel like your own. Success does not come to those who wait. It does not come to those who hesitate. It comes to those who take responsibility for their lives. Those who say, this is my dream, my journey, and I will make it happen. Because the moment you take responsibility, you take back your power. You stop blaming circumstances. You stop making excuses. You stop waiting for someone to save you. You realize that you are the only one who can change your life. There will be challenges, there will be failures, there will be moments when everything feels impossible, but every great story has obstacles. Every successful person has faced failures. Every dreamer has felt doubt. The difference between those who succeed and those who regret is simple. One keeps going, and the other gives up. Your past does not define you. Your failures do not define you. Your mistakes do not define you. What defines you is what you do next. What defines you is how you rise after falling. What defines you is the choice you make today. to stay stuck in the past, or to build a future you are proud of. So ask yourself, what do you want your story to be? Do you want to look back with pride, knowing you gave your best, knowing you took every chance, knowing you lived without fear? Or do you want to look back with regret, wishing you had been braver, wishing you had believed in yourself, wishing you had started sooner? The choice is always yours. It has always been yours. Success or regret, it is not luck, it is not fate, it is not something that happens by chance. It is a decision. And that decision starts now, because every second that passes is a moment you will never get back. Do not let your future self live with regret. Do not let your dreams die because of fear. Do not let life pass you by while you are waiting for the perfect time. The time is now. The power is in your hands. Make the choice that your future self will thank you for, because in the end, you will not remember the failures. You will remember the moments you were brave enough to try.